Look, we all worry. It's a universal experience, something that connects us all, regardless of age, background, or lifestyle. It's as natural as accidentally liking a 5-year-old Instagram post and wondering if you should risk the unlike. In today's digital age, our worries have evolved, often revolving around our online presence and social media interactions. But some of us, well, we're basically professional worriers. We don't just worry occasionally. We worry constantly about everything and anything. We worry about things that haven't happened, might never happen, and sometimes things that couldn't possibly happen. Our minds create elaborate scenarios that keep us up at night. It's like our brains are stuck on a loop, replaying worst-case scenarios like a broken record player. This constant replay can be exhausting and overwhelming. But why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we let these thoughts dominate our minds? Why do we let worry hijack our thoughts, our days, and sometimes our entire lives? It's a question that has puzzled many of us. Well, it turns out there's a science to stress, and understanding it is the first step to breaking free from the worry cycle. Researchers have delved deep into the mechanisms of stress and worry. In this wacky journey through the land of worry, we'll explore the reasons behind this all-too-common phenomenon, uncovering the triggers and patterns that fuel our anxieties, the impact it has on our lives, affecting our health, relationships, and overall well-being, and most importantly, arm you with practical tips and tricks to wrestle back control from those pesky, intrusive thoughts. Techniques like mindfulness, journaling, and physical exercise can make a significant difference. Because let's face it, life's too short to spend it worrying. Embracing joy, connection, and the present moment can help us lead more fulfilling lives. So why do we worry? It's a question that has puzzled many of us at different points in our lives. You might be surprised to learn that worry, in its most basic form, is actually a survival mechanism. It's our brain's way of preparing us for potential threats and challenges. Back in the caveman days, when danger lurked around every corner in the form of saber-toothed cats and questionable hygiene, a little worry could save your life. It kept our ancestors alert and ready to react to immediate dangers. Fast forward to today, and while we're no longer dodging prehistoric predators, our brains are still hardwired to scan for threats. This ancient mechanism hasn't evolved as quickly as our environment has. The problem is, our modern-day threats are often less tangible. Job security, relationships, that weird stain on the carpet we can't identify. These are not life-threatening, but our brains treat them as if they are. This disconnect between our primitive brain and our modern lives leads to a whole lot of unnecessary worry. We find ourselves stressed about things that, in the grand scheme of things, are not immediate dangers. Our brains haven't quite caught up to the fact that constantly checking our email isn't actually going to save us from a charging mammoth. Yet we continue to worry because that's what our brains are wired to do. Understanding this can help us manage our worries better. Now, a little worry here and there is normal, even healthy. It's a natural part of being human. It can motivate us to meet deadlines, study for exams, or finally clean that suspicious bathroom grout. In small doses, worry can be a useful tool, pushing us to take action and solve problems. But when worry becomes chronic, it morphs from a helpful nudge into a relentless bully, wreaking havoc on our mental and physical well-being. Chronic worry is like a dark cloud that never leaves, constantly overshadowing our thoughts and feelings. Chronic worry can manifest in a whole host of unpleasant ways, from sleepless nights and difficulty concentrating to irritability and fatigue. It can rob us of our peace of mind and make everyday tasks feel overwhelming. It can also lead to more serious mental health issues like anxiety disorders and depression. These conditions can be debilitating, affecting every aspect of our lives and making it hard to function normally. And let's not forget the social impact. Chronic worry can make it difficult to connect with others, leaving us feeling isolated and misunderstood. Constant worry can make it hard to relax and enjoy ourselves, putting a strain on our relationships and leaving us feeling isolated and alone. It can create a barrier between us and the people we care about. It's like we're trapped in our own heads, unable to escape the endless cycle of what-ifs and worst-case scenarios. This constant state of anxiety can be exhausting, draining our energy and making it hard to find joy in life. Here's the kicker: chronic worry doesn't just mess with your mind, it can also do a real number on your body. When we worry, our bodies go into fight or flight mode, releasing a surge of hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Now, in small doses, these hormones are helpful, even essential. They give us the energy to power through stressful situations. But when we're constantly stressed, our bodies are flooded with these hormones, leading to a whole host of physical health problems. We're talking headaches, muscle tension, digestive issues, weakened immune system, the works. Chronic worry is basically the human equivalent of driving with the parking brake on. It's exhausting, damaging, and eventually, something's got to give.